We're going to see if I can set up the entire month of March in my bullet journal in less than 30 minutes. Maybe even quicker than that. Hey guys, I'm Tracy and I want to welcome you back to my channel. And yes, today I'm going to be trying to set up for the entire month of March in my bullet journal fairly quickly. So I'm going to try to keep this at regular speed. We'll see. If I do end up cutting out some things, I will tell you the final run time. So that way we can actually keep an accurate check of how long this takes me. Now, the reason why I said I'm going to try to do this fast is because I am going to be using a lot of fun things from Amy Plans Things. I am part of her creative team. So she did send me some of these sticker books as well as printables to share with you guys. And as of the time of the filming, these are still available because it's release day. However, her stuff does sell out fairly fast. So it is entirely possible and probably likely that they are now sold out. However, she does have everything available as printables. And I highly recommend the printables. And I did do a printable. But her sticker book, especially the Moments and Moods, is perfect for bullet journaling. Actually, it's perfect for anything because if you did the printable, you can just print it on regular paper, disc punch it, ring punch it, do whatever you want, and then just insert it like that. But this is going to make my life so much easier for this setup. I need it to be quick. I don't have a lot of time today, so I figured this will be perfect. With that said, I am going to alter some of these. Obviously, I'm not going to use a lot of this stuff because I use this for social media. So the trackers, I don't really need. But some of the other things I do plan to use, but I don't want like the entire page because I want to be able to see some of the purple behind it. So I'm going to be altering it by cutting some stuff up and things of that nature. Now, for me trying to be accurate, I do want to pull out all of the things that I plan on using before we start. So I mentioned that everything is available as a printable, so you can get the hand-drawn stickers, which I've used a lot of these. But these are available as printables as well. Then we have the Moments and Moods, which is one I just flipped through. You have decorative papers, some of which I've already pulled. And then you have all your weekly layouts and other types of fun little things. I did a full flip through of this in a separate video. This is the printable that I did of this. So when you purchase the printable, you get PDF files. And the PDF files are in different sizes and you get them all. So that is an advantage. I do not have a letter size planner. This is a letter size printable because I wanted it to be as large as possible to extend over 2 pages. I also increased the size a little bit more than that. I did 115%. But when you do printables, you can get, it comes in Happy Planner Mini, Happy Planner Classic, A5, Daily Grind, which is 10 disc, I believe, and then the big Happy Planner, which is 11 disc. So basically 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 disc size is what it comes in. So I printed this because I want a bigger calendar. I also am going to probably use, I think, this is dark, but I think it might actually work. We also have this. We have this that's very dark. I actually don't hate the green. I thought I wouldn't like the green as much, but the green actually, this green doesn't look as bad with this. It might not be that bad. We have some more colored papers too. I don't think I want the blue. That's not bad either. None of it's bad. I'm just trying to see, let's pull this too. But if I do this, that would be more of a solo color. I think that actually, we're just going to pull them all out. I'm not going to use them all, but I just want to pull them out because I can see things better that way. Then I think I'm going to, we have stickers in here. We have some paper. Oh, we have these too. But some of the larger decorative stickers are clear, and I think the purple paper will kind of clash with that. So I think I'm going to use, I think we're going to pull this. I do goals. Yes, I do goals in here. I had to think about that. The trackers I may end up using in my wellness journal. I just don't think I have a purpose for it for social media. I like this too. I don't know if I'm going to use it, but I'm going to pull it out. I need another calendar. For those of you who see, I do use 2 calendars. Well, I'll explain all this as we go through it. And now we're going to use these, but we're going to repurpose these because I actually don't do weeklies in this planner. I like to have notes pages. So I like to have sections set aside for notes. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to use all of this for everything. I do like... I like this, or do I like this? I think this will actually work for that. Okay, we're going to start with this. Again, I'm trying to like get all my supplies together because we're trying to do a timed thing here. I'm kind of liking that. Do we like this or this? Kind of like this, but I like this too. That's not bad either. All right, we're going to go ahead and start the timer. I guess I could do it on my watch, but we'll just check the run time. Guess what, guys? We're having to do this as a voiceover. So I just need to learn that sometimes when I don't have a game plan going in and I have to do a lot of thinking and trying to figure things out as I go, I am not able to chat and do that at the same time. So this video was very, very silent, which some of you will probably appreciate, but others not so much. So yeah, I figured we'll just speed this up just a little bit and do it as a voiceover. However, I will give you the true runtime at regular speed at the end of the video. I will tell you I did go over my initial kind of estimate, but not by much, not by much. Basically, as you saw, I knew what I wanted to use, but I also really want to decorate this. And I love this full page decorative paper. It's a sticker sheet, which is great. And I really, really wanted to use it. So I did spend a lot of time just putting it up against the pages and trying to figure out if I could use it. In the end, I didn't use it. And the main reason is I needed a lot more functional stickers. And, you know, in this sticker book, there was this cluster of stickers that had decorative stickers mixed in with it. And I figured it was just a lot easier to use one of those than to just put the paper down and add regular like box stickers on top. I'm like, let's just go ahead and use some of these sticker clusters. And in the end, I think that was a really good decision. But I did want to add some of that like checkerboard pattern in particular. So that's when I decided to use one of these sticker strips. Yes, they are about the size of washi, but they're sticker strips. They don't pill up like washi. I just like the way that looked. And then after I did that one, I'm like, oh, I should have did it to the other side. So then I had to lift up the sticker and I had problems. So I had to bust out the undo. Again, time is a ticking, but that's okay. That's okay. It still went by a lot quicker than all of my other Plan With Me's thus far in this journal, which we're only on the 3rd one of the year, so it's not that many to compare it to. But I did use this checkerboard paper because I only had one strip of that washi sticker strip type of thing. I don't want to call it a washi strip because it's not washi. So I used the paper. Now the checkered is a little bit different size than that one sticker strip. So the one on the piece of paper was a little bit wider. But I think it's fine because I'm going to use boxes over top of both of them. I just like the way it looks. Now looking at it, might have looked good if I had something similar going across the top and the bottom. But you know what? We're going to leave it. We're going to leave it. This is the first time that I ended up putting one of the title page or the title, not the title page because all of this is kind of like a title page, but like the month with like a decorative sticker in the center. For the previous 2 months, I put all of that on the left-hand page. But other than that placement, this setup is very similar. So what I do on this page, let's start talking about what I do it for, is one side will be goals for the month. I just find I don't like to set goals when it comes to social media. I've said this over and over again. However, I do like to set very easy to reach goals. It just kind of provides that motivation to kind of try new things and things like that when it comes to social media, or to put myself out there a little bit more. So I do very, very simple goals each month, and it's usually just like 3, maybe 4. And then on the other side, I will do my top priorities for the month. So things I need to get done, like if I need to update my links that go into my video descriptions, if I need to, I don't know, update maybe my thumbnails or something of that nature, that's the type of stuff that goes in my priorities. So usually what I'll do is the side that has the least amount of boxes will be the side that I write my goals in, and then the other one will be priorities. Unless I feel really like an overachiever and I want to set more goals that month, then I might flip them. But that is the gist of it. So yeah, you can see I added quite a bit of stickers here. I did add some of those books to put on top of the boxes because I thought they were looking a little bare. And yeah, I really like how this page turned out. And I really like the white matte paper on this purple paper. All right, so yeah, we're getting an extreme close-up of the calendar here. So obviously this calendar at its full size on this full page is too big for this page. And I knew that, and I don't need the month at the top either, just because this entire section is the month of March. So I'm just gonna cut this down. And because that decorative element overlaps with the calendar, I am going to keep that on the page. That's fine. I did cut around some of it, but for the rest of it, I'm just going to pretty much just cut it almost like straight lines. You will see how I kind of fix this when I go through this. So yeah, that's how I simply cut that. I decided to pull out the paper cutter to try to make a straighter line. However, for some reason, I don't know if the paper cutter itself, if it's a little uneven or lopsided or what have you, because it never cuts straight. Even when it looks like everything is lined up, it's a little skewed. With that said, this paper, this is the one that I printed. It did go into my printer a little crooked, so that might have also been the issue. So I decided I knew I was gonna have to cut the calendar in half. So what I did is I have 3 days on the left-hand side and then the 4 days on the right-hand side. Basically, there's no rhyme or reason. I knew one side was gonna have 4, one side was gonna have 3. So that's just the way I decided to do it. Now I am gonna come back and decorate that page a little bit later. That page is where I'm gonna record my YouTube videos. But I wanted to go ahead and just kind of move on with the pages of that I was going to be putting these full page stickers on, because for the 2-page calendar spread, I'm going to be adding more decorative stuff there. And I'm like, we'll just come back to it. So I did cut down this A5 size calendar. Again, this was the one that was in the sticker book. This calendar is going to be for my affiliate task, PR teams, and stuff like that. So any type of dates that I need to be made aware of for sales, new releases, and stuff like that. This one doesn't get filled up that much. That's why it's the smaller size actually is pretty perfect. I even thought about not doing a calendar when I was hand drawing them, and maybe just keeping this almost in list format and just writing 1 through 31 or 1 through 30 or 1 through 28, depending upon what month it was, and just keeping it like that. But now that I have these calendars already ready to go, I figured this is a lot simpler than even writing a 1 through 31 down the page. So that's the reason why we're just going to kind of go with that. I did want to spruce this up just a little bit, so I did add some decorative stickers there. Now, on the right side, I wanted to use one of the weekly spreads. Now, this is part of the weekly spreads because in that sticker book you get 2 pages per week, so I'm only using one of the pages, and I wanted to use the page that had the decorative element on the right hand side, so that way it kind of matched where I was going to put it. And I am going to cover the days of the week because I'm not going to be using this as a weekly planner or a weekly spread. So I just covered it with header boxes. You can see the text behind it just a little bit, but that's fine because once I write over it, you're not going to see it. And I'm just going to write some of the PR teams and affiliate teams that I am on. The ones that I have to, there are a few teams where like you need to post maybe like a couple of times a month or something like that. I just need to keep track that I'm meeting those requirements. So I'll do like dot markers or something like that, or check boxes so I can check it off. All right, so now I'm going to use some of these other sheets that have boxes on them. So this was the goals sheet, but because I decided to do boxes for goals, I didn't need it to say goals, but I really liked the size of these boxes. So this is going to be for my like Instagram brainstorming and things of that nature. Again, for prior weeks, what I've done here is drew in my boxes. So I had boxes on these pages anyway. I just drew them in and then added decorative stickers to kind of spruce it up. But now I really don't have to. I can just stick this on it. I will still add some other little embellishments a little bit later, like some of those like sticker strips and things like that. But for the most part, this was pretty simplistic. So on the right-hand page, that again was part of a weekly spread. So I am going to be covering the days of the week. I'm going to use this page for short form content. So I think that will be, more than enough space for that because I'm really, really bad about doing short form content. I will say for the past 2 months, the boxes that I have created to brainstorm that have been somewhat used, but not very much. So what I have here is going to be more than enough space. Now, these 2 pages are going to be for my YouTube brainstorming. So brainstorming videos, posts, and stuff of that nature. I'm only going to put a sticker sheet on one of the pages and not on both of the pages. Just one, I'm just going to like roughly brain dump. That's pretty much what that's going to be. And then the final 2 pages, I am going to put some more of these full page sticker sheets because again, I usually draw boxes and I feel like it makes it look a little better. It really does because they're decorated. They have like little things already on them. So a little bit less decorating that's needed. And I do like the contrast of the white paper with the purple behind it. So I figured let's just keep things simple and use this as is. Now you will see I did not cut this enough. And as I stuck it on the page, now I didn't intend to stick it down on the page, basically because I'm still toward the front of the book. The page was popping up. So the page kind of rose to meet the paper. And as I was taking it off, it kind of messed up a little bit. So I'm like, you know what? I have another one. Let's just use the other one. Because again, you get 2 of these sticker sheets for an entire week, and I'm only using one of them. So I just went ahead and used the other one. Again, on this one, I want to cover the days of the week because for this particular one, I'm going to use it for week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. That's how I do this. Usually for the past 2 months, this has been a 2-page spread. So I've done 2 boxes on each page. That's been way too much room because I don't write everything that I need to do for the week. It's things that aren't covered in my calendars. So if it's not in my calendars and I need to add stuff here, then this is what I will do. I really don't have anything to add here most times. As I said, they're rarely filled up. They're also rarely filled in. But I still want to have it because I'm still early in using this bullet journal. So I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to need it at some point, especially for coming up for even March, April, and May. Actually, the next 4 months, I need to do a lot of advanced planning just because of vacations and things like that coming up. So I may actually need to use it more. So I'm going to continue to have space for it. If I find I don't need it for week 1, week 2, week 3, or week 4, maybe I'll use it for something else entirely different. I just haven't really had to use that as overflow space. So we'll see. So now I'm just going to be going back through and adding extra embellishments because, I like to decorate. So if I had stopped after adding and setting up the pages functionally, I would have been at the 30-minute mark. Actually, I would have been under the 30-minute mark. I can't say for sure what the timestamp would have been, but I would have been under the 30-minute mark. But I was not satisfied with that. I'm just never going to be, I need this to be fully decorated. So I go back and add a lot of stuff to it. Not a lot, but yeah, it's a lot. And that took me over the 30-minute mark. But this calendar in particular, it definitely needed some more something. Whether or not I could have drew in like a sidebar, just like, a long vertical box or something like that. But again, I have a sticker book. Let's use it. So I just kind of threw those box stickers down wonky, or the decorative vertical box stickers down wonky, meaning just not straight up and down. And then I put functional boxes over top of it. I do use like the sidebars, I guess we can call them, or the space around the calendar. Because what I'll do is I'll kind of jot down videos, and then as I move them into the calendar space, I will check it off type thing. So I do use it. So that is one thing that I do. So using the boxes isn't really wasteful, especially the functional ones, because I will be writing in them. And I do say that sometimes I use a ballpoint pen on the purple paper, and that is harder to see. So I think writing it on the white will be a little bit better as well. All right, guys, so we are almost done. Almost done. Of course, I've got to add some more elements. I will also be going through some of the pages and using some of the extra little washi sticker strips throughout, just to kind of add a pop of color, mostly to the boxes and the bottoms of the pages. So I'm just going to go ahead and let you kind of watch that, and then I will come in, tell you what the final runtime is, and then wrap everything up. All right, guys, so the final time was 36 minutes and 23 seconds. I will say at the beginning, me trying to talk and do this at the same time was definitely slowing me down. However, I will admit I like to decorate, and I also like to customize things to fit my needs, and that did add a little bit of extra time. If you were to be using this as is, it's fine. With that said, this is the first time I've used paper stickers in my monthly setup. So like the first month, where's the calendar? Because I know I can show you guys the calendar. So in January, I used these stickers here, which were clear stickers. Oh, I didn't use this either. There we go. Last month, I also used clear stickers with paper. This, I think, looks better, y'all. I think this one looks better. I like the paper stickers with the purple paper. Plus, if anybody has this journal, let me know if you think the paper feels different than other journal paper. it feels different, and things don't write on it as well. Like if I just use a regular ballpoint pen, which is not my favorite, but sometimes that's what's around, I feel like it doesn't write good on here at all, but I write in my other journals fine. So I think I do prefer to write on paper that I stick on here, aka stickers, but I think I prefer to do that. So we're going to see how this month goes, and this might be a setup that I continue to do, and this is just use stickers from Amy Plans Things every single month. But yeah, I love this cover page. I just love this in the center, and then this is where I'll write my to-dos for the month, or priorities for the month mostly, and this will be my goals, or this will be my goals, and this will be my priorities. We'll see once I sit down and think whatever is more will go on this side, and whatever is not as much will go on this side. Then this is my calendar for my YouTube content. Of course, I went a little crazy with the side decor, but I usually write notes there for things that need to go here. So I will just like list out videos that I know I need to do that month, and as they go here, I'll just check it off. So that's usually what I use it for. So I figured let's just make it functional and use boxes. So yeah, I think this is going to be enough space, and it was so nice not to have to draw a calendar. That is like the biggest pain for me, is drawing monthly calendars. And like I have to draw 2 in this one usually, but not this month. So this is the one where will be my like PR and affiliate type notes here. The same thing here. I will write some of the affiliate teams that I'm on, the teams where I have to do certain things each month. That way I can kind of record that almost as like habit trackers almost. And this is going to be for short form content plus Instagram. I'll probably do short form content here and Instagram here. I'll probably do week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4 for Instagram. Just telling you all of this just so that way you guys can kind of, maybe you do content planning and stuff like that, so it might give you ideas. This is going to be all for YouTube. All for YouTube. So this is where I start jotting down like just notes for ideas, and this is where I'll start breaking down maybe certain types of video ideas. This is probably going to be more than enough space. We'll see. If I need more, I can just borrow pages that are down back here. And then this is going to be week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. So this is going to be separate from the things that are in here. These are things that I'll need to do each week. Mostly things that I'll need to transfer to my catch-all planner. So I can just jot down a few things there. Sometimes these are blank. Most of the times it's blank, but I felt like I need it in here just in case. And this is the first time I've done a month in review. I have been tracking what I've been spending as far as my channel goes, or any stickers that I have to purchase. I shouldn't say have to purchase, but like any PR teams or anything like that. And I make purchases for any of their new releases. I want to keep track of that in here. So I'm going to keep track of that. I might keep track of, I don't know what else, but then I think I'm going to do most proud of, highlight of the month, and most challenging. Why not, right? And that's it. So you could see this really simplified the setup. Of course, because I wanted to add all of the things and then cover the days of the week and things like that, it took me a little bit longer than it may have otherwise. But this turned out really, really cute, y'all. This turned out really, really cute. And as a reminder, even though I used everything that came in these books, all of this is available as printables. And then you can customize it however you want, make them big, make them small, what have you. So yeah, the options are endless. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, smash that like button. If you've yet to subscribe, I hope you would also consider subscribing to my channel. All right, guys, I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time, bye.